All right, Fox News alert for you because it was a dramatic day in court as lawyers made their final arguments in the George Zimmerman trial yesterday.
George Zimmerman is not guilty if you have just a reasonable doubt that he acted in self-defense.
Trayvon Benjamin Martin is entitled to the truth.
Well, now 6 women are left to decide George Zimmerman's fate. But how will having an all-female jury impact the decision, and what do we know about these women? Joining us to weigh in is jury consultant Mary Griffitts. Hi, Mary. Thanks for being here.
Hi, good morning.
All right, so let's start with the first question. All-female jury. Do you think that affects their decision-making, or are we stereotyping?
You know, I think sometimes when we've just focused on the gender, that is a bit of oversimplification. Each of these individual women are going to have their own biases and opinions about the 3 important facts of this case, and that is race, gun control, and self-defense. That, coupled with their personalities and how they will approach deliberations, if they're leaders or if they're followers, that's going to be even more paramount in this decision.
Let's talk about what we know about some of these jurors, and we know it from the voir dire process. So we know that some of them have had experience with firearms. 4 of them either have fired a gun or they have family members who own guns. How does that play into their decision-making?
Well, that, and even more importantly, there's one individual juror who has had a concealed weapons permit in the past. The prosecution has made such a big deal that the reason why Zimmerman felt like he had the courage or bravado to get out of his car is because he was essentially packing heat. That particular woman will come in with her life experience and say either he did it wrong, he should have maybe have been more careful, or maybe she's going to go on the Zimmerman side and say, you know what, I've been down that route. I may have done the same thing in that same situation.
We're on the screen right now. You see Juror E40. That's how she's known. None of their names are known. Interestingly, safety officer, right? Because we know George Zimmerman was this neighborhood watch officer. So safety officer, she may be able to identify with that.
Right, absolutely. And it's those types of life experiences that are going to be paramount in when they're discussing this, because each trial research tells us that the jurors come in and say, you know what, this has sort of happened to me, and this is how I'm going to apply it to the facts. Now, the thing about gender that's kind of important is that, you know, women are raised to communicate with each other. As young girls, we sort of come to the table. I have no doubt that these jurors will be able to each individually be heard. And that's sort of the gender issue of this, is that in deliberations, I think each one will be able to give her voice and opinion to each question.
5 of the women on the jury are mothers. One that we just put up, one of the jurors has 8 children ranging from 3 years old to 19 years old. Does the fact that 5 of them are mothers, will that somehow obviously color their decision-making?
I think that's a very important fact because, as the prosecution did yesterday in their rebuttal, made a strong emotional pull that the worst fear any parent, mother, father, is seeing that your child would be scared just walking home. So yes, the fact that they are parents and they are mothers is definitely one of those life experiences that they will filter through these facts in deciding this case.
Mary Griffitts, you're a jury consultant. Great to have your expertise with us this morning. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.